Hi, my name's Cindy Farr, and I'm the Incident Commander for the Missoula City County Health Department's COVID-19 response. Today is Thursday, June 4th, and this is my daily briefing. First, I just want to let everyone know that I'm working from home today as I'm trying to, like many other parents out there, trying to get my kids' school wrapped up by the end of this week. So you might hear a little bit of child chatter in the background, so hopefully it is not too distracting. We've had a total of 42 cases to date in Missoula. 40 of those were identified by testing and 2 were epi-linked. We've had 40 recoveries and 1 death, and we have no active cases in isolation right now. The state of Montana has had a total of 539 cases, including 14 new cases today. Those new cases are in Gallatin, Bighorn, and Yellowstone counties, and there have been 17 deaths statewide. So today I'm going to continue a conversation that we started yesterday about safe behaviors during group demonstrations of free assembly and free speech. We're all eager to return to our pre-pandemic social lives. However, that might not be possible for a long time to come, and our social lives will undoubtedly continue looking and feeling differently than what we were accustomed to before the COVID-19 pandemic took hold on public health and safety. Today I'd like to address 2 things, following free assembly precautions and best practices from non-pandemic times, and following the free assembly precautions and best practices during the current pandemic. In general, if someone decides to participate in a demonstration of free assembly, it's recommended that they consider a few things for their safety and the safety of those that they're with. This includes some preliminary work, as well as implementing best practices during the assembly and evaluating possible outcomes related to participating in the assembly. Before showing up, decide if that demonstration is a good fit for you. Educate yourself about the proposed demonstration, learn about associated leadership and the mission and goals of the demonstration, think through what participating might look like, and that includes thinking through some of the different outcomes. If you elect to participate, practice continuous situational awareness. Just like wildland firefighters and first responders, you should continually assess the scene, remain aware of what your surroundings are, and evaluate your options for safety. Be sure to tell a friend or family member what your plans are and check in with them. Once you've conducted your due diligence and learned about and evaluated the facts driving the group assembly, I recommend conducting a self-assessment of your COVID-19 risk and your risk to others. While it's really hard to resist the urge to be with others right now for so many reasons, we really need to think about what our personal risk is when deciding whether or not to participate in person or participate in other ways like virtual demonstrations or social media posts. So check in with yourself. Ask, how old am I? How old are the people that I live and work with? Do I have a chronic health condition that could put me at higher risk? Do I live or work with people that have chronic health conditions that could put them at higher risk? What does COVID-19 look like in my local area? What's the virus trend? Is it decreasing, increasing? Is it remaining relatively flat? How widespread is the testing in my area? What are the local orders and guidelines? And can I adhere to that guidance during the proposed assembly? While the threat of COVID-19 transmission is lower outside than inside, there are still opportunities for the virus to spread in both environments. Outside fresh air is safer than inside uncirculated air, but things like close proximity to each other still increases the chance of viral exposure and transmission. Only you can decide if the risks are worth participating. If you do decide to participate, it's really important to comply with COVID-19 best practices as much as possible and respect the local orders and directives that were set and implemented to enhance the safety of those living in and visiting the local area. For instance, wear a cloth face mask and wear it properly where it covers your nose and your mouth with a snug fit, reducing the likelihood of asymptomatic transmission to others. Bring hand sanitizer and use it. Avoid frequently touched surfaces like railings. Maintain space between non-household members. And if you have to cough or sneeze into your elbow. And try to avoid things like handshakes and high fives. Find an alternative that works for you and the group. Demonstrating in free assembly always comes with some risk. However, there are many more risks to assess during COVID-19, and only you can decide if and how you will participate while maintaining your safety and the safety of those around you, including non-participating community members that might be nearby. It's each person's responsibility to be aware of the local orders and directives and respect those local orders and directives. The guidance is implemented to promote and maintain public safety, which has always been our priority, particularly so during this pandemic. Only you can decide if the risk is worth participation. So please take the time to assess the proposed assembly, evaluate your COVID-19 risks, and determine your ability and the group's ability to adhere to best practices and make an informed decision. So thank you again for taking the time to learn about and respect our local orders and directives. Specific guidance is on our county website at missoula.co/cvirus, and current information is on our social media platforms. You can also call 258-INFO or 258-4636 for more specific information. They are answering calls Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Continue referring to those resources and the state guidance so that you can stay apprised of our guidelines, expectations, and responsibilities. So let's continue putting in the good work for continued good outcomes. So that's it for my daily briefing today. Thank you for everything that everyone is doing out in our community to keep our COVID-19 numbers low. Let's just keep up that good work. You can always subscribe to me on YouTube under my name, Cindy Farr. That's CindyFarr. Click that little notification bell so you get notified when additional videos are uploaded. You can call 258-INFO if you'd like to schedule a test for COVID-19, even if you're having very minor symptoms. You can also call that number for any general questions you might have about COVID-19, or if you want to know what resources might be available to you. And check out our website at missoula.co/cvirus. And you can also follow us on Facebook for more information under the Missoula City County Health Department's Facebook page. So until tomorrow, everybody stay healthy and safe out there.